Hi everyone, thank you for joining me live, and everyone who'll be watching the replay. If it's the first time that we're meeting, my name is Isabel from healthynaturallife.com, and I work with energy healing, with animal communication, with all things consciousness, getting to know ourselves, getting to know how we work, getting to know how our reality works, how we interface with the world around us, inside of us, and how that is mirrored outside. So all of these things consciousness related. It's what I love, it's what I love to share, it's what this channel is all about. And today we will be talking about something that I've been playing with for a long time, but very sporadically. And last week has been brought back to my awareness again by some talks by Neville Goddard, and it's on about blessing and the power actually of blessings. The way that he shares it, I will be sharing with you as well if you've never heard of it, but I'm going to be sharing 3 different ways that we can actually enjoy and leverage almost the power of blessings to not only spread love, beauty, harmony, radiance, abundance, wealth, stability, security, whatever you want. We can spread it to the people, to the world around us, and we can benefit from that outward flow of energy ourselves. So we will experience what we bless the world around us with. Blessings, that depends, I think, on how you view the word. For me, before, it was very used to almost like a religion connotation. It did have that connotation. And after I started working with energy, I started realizing that blessing, when you are blessing something, you're just sending it a stream of love. And it's not even that you're sending something, like imagine a hose and you're sending water through that hose. No, it's more that you are holding something or someone in your awareness. So you're making that connection, and that connection isn't across space because everything is inside your own energy sphere. So we're all part of the same interconnectedness of things. You're just lighting up that person or that being or that situation in your awareness. And when you feel something positive, when you feel loving, when you feel appreciation, when you see them or envision or perceive them internally in your feeling experience as feeling safe or as feeling loved or as feeling grounded, present, aware, you are just holding that being in a different frequency signature within yourself, and that is instantly picked up by the free will of, if you want to call it that, of that being. And the nervous system, their subconscious mind, picks up that higher frequency potential that you are envisioning, feeling, perceiving for them. And then of course it's their choice whether they want to accept that more expanded, more happy vision that you are holding them up to, or if they want to experience whatever they want to experience because it is part of their path, it's what's relevant for them. So for me, blessings now, it's not like you are sending forcing something like a hose, hosing someone with your love. It's an interesting picture. It's more that you are focusing on something or someone in a way that you bring up those characteristics, those feelings within yourself. And because you made that connection energetically, they have that higher potential, that higher vision as a possibility that's more accessible for them now, because you are holding that energetic space for them. And we all have the same ability to connect vertically and to just create whatever states of being that we want. But sometimes for us, for anyone, it's easier to have someone believe in us almost horizontally, if you want to call it that, and feel that higher, more expanded version and take it and just say, okay, I see that you really believe in me. And sometimes it's not even a conscious thing. It's, for instance, someone that you're blessing that they have no idea, they still feel that horizontal picture, energy potential that's being made available for them in a more physical way, if you want to see it that way. So instead of them connecting vertically, it's almost like getting a sideways support until they, yes, can then connect vertically and create whatever they want. Hi, David. Well, thank you for joining me live and pretty early, I'm pretty sure. So blessings, and blessings for you as well. And this is what blessings mean to me now. It's that you within yourself are creating and holding a higher potential for something, someone. This is also part, now that came to mind, of what the Buddhists consider compassion. It's to see someone, not judge their experience, and hold this higher potential within yourself for them. Know that they have that power to just be that magnificent being that you can see, envision within yourself for them. That is actually their definition of compassion, and it's a very healing and very powerful emotion and state of being and action, so to speak, internal action. We can use blessings in 3 ways to actually get whatever we want to as we send it outwards. And before I share these 3 ways, everything that you feel for someone else, that you wish for someone else, that you bless as you focus with appreciation, with love in someone else, you can't help but feel it within yourself first. So if you, let's say, want to bless a friend of yours and want to see them feeling just centered, grounded, in their power, feel happy, for you to actually see them, feel them, envision them internally in that way, you will have that feeling sense within yourself first, of feeling grounded, feeling powerful, feeling connected, feeling present. You will feel it within your body, within your energy field first. And that's the first blessing. You're blessing yourself as you are intending to perceive that person in that higher potential for them. And that's how you can use actually blessings to just get anything as well, any state of being that you want. Be healthier, be more loving, have more love in your life, be more abundant, feel more confident, feel more creative, whatever it might be for you. When you envision someone, and this is the first type of blessing, this is what Neville Goddard calls praying. He calls it praying. It's language from about 100 years ago. We can call it praying as well. I think it's a beautiful word, if, at least for me, if we strip it out of the religious connotations. You're praying for someone, you're blessing someone. This is the first type of blessings. It's to just have someone that you envision, that you want to just share your loving, caring energy, your attention with them. If you see that they're sad because something happened in their life, just internally connect with yourself first, breathe, come to a place of calmness inside of you, then bring that friend of yours or that family member or that person that you know or your partner, bring them into your mind. Just remember them. And instead of perceiving them in their current state, that might be whatever is happening with them, just think, what would they love to feel now? You will know, whatever it is. And things like love, appreciation, groundedness, empowered confidence, we all want those. So default good states of feeling, we all accept them. So whatever it comes to you, what would they love to feel right now? Start triggering those feelings inside of you as you see them. See, and when I say see, it's not necessarily a visualization. It can be, if you're a visual person, you can have images, or you can just have that feeling of them just being joyful, just telling you, for instance, how joyful they feel, how present they feel now, how whatever happened was a blessing to them. You can hear that in your mind, you can play that, you can feel it as you feel them just being radiating that newfound confidence or joy. Internally, create the experience of being in contact with them and them being that way that you want. Whatever you're wishing, blessing, praying for them, you are experiencing in yourself first. And because it is something that you are intending to share energetically, vibrationally with someone, it's something that you're not even feeling that you're doing this in order to get something, because you're trying to bless someone. So it's much more, I don't know how to phrase this, but you won't resist those feelings. Because for instance, if you want to feel confident yourself and you're starting to feel, okay, so I want to feel confident, there may be resistance that comes up for you as you try to trigger the feeling of confidence for yourself. But as you see someone feeling, being completely confident, you are feeling it as well. You can't help it. And you don't have that filter, that resistance. It will spread in your own energy, in your own body, much more easily and much more powerfully as well, especially when we share things. We are very naturally sharing beings. We are caring, we are loving in nature. So when we share something that we want to bless someone with, we very naturally open up and just let our energy radiate, shine brightly as we are focused on that other person. It's a lot easier for us to focus good things on another sometimes than it is on ourselves. So this is one way that you can enjoy the power of blessings, to not only share the love around you, but to feel those qualities that you want to experience yourself. As you bless other people with them, you very naturally feel them, trigger them within yourself. That's one way. Another way of using blessings is something that I learned from one of my favorite shamanism teachers, Serge Kahili King. And he says that if you want a certain quality in your life, you can start looking at the world around you and start blessing those qualities where you see them. So let's just, for instance, I'm looking out the window and I'm seeing just a little child running, and there's a puppy. Perfect timing, running right after that little child. If I want to feel happier in my life, I can just watch the happiness of that puppy, watch the happiness of that child playing with that puppy, and just within myself, just feel that love, that appreciation, that blessing for their happiness, for their joyful nature, for their boundless energy, for their radiance. And as I, within myself, just allow myself to notice that in them and feel appreciation, just open my energy lovingly to just bless them, but for demonstrating that quality for me, I am blessing that quality, and it's becoming more of a quality that I'll resonate with more and more, because love opens up your energy field. And when you are witnessing that quality somewhere in your outside experience and you open up your energy field with love, with appreciation, you are letting that quality in, and your subconscious mind will open and just so know, okay, this is something that's important for us, so I'm going to start paying more attention to these things here and there and here and there, and start incorporating it. And by the way, if you start hearing some noises, someone started vacuum apparently in the hallway in the building. So no, let's bless them for their just willingness to have everything clean, which is something that I certainly can use. That energy, let's clean everything, yay. And this type of blessing, where you see the characteristics outside of yourself, you can use for anything. For instance, if you want to feel more healthy, you can bless flowers that feel vibrant and radiant, trees that have large branches that feel strong, animals that have boundless energy as well, limberness in their movements, the freedom of movement. You can bless those qualities. You can bless, for instance, even I'm seeing a tree just sway in the wind. Bless flexibility as well. Bless just being relaxed, going with the flow. You can look at the open sky and just bless the radiance of the light and the abundance of space, for instance. That's another one. Abundance. If you want to bless abundance, you can look at the grass, for instance. There are so many blades of grass. You can bless that abundance. You can bless the amount of the leaves that you see on just one tree. It's an abundance of leaves. You can again look at the sky and feel the abundance of the sky, the enormous quality of it, just vastless almost, that you can't see the edges of the sky. So infinite abundance. You can start looking for qualities, or for instance, if you see a quality object, quality car, quality house, you can just bless the abundance in that as well. Someone that feels powerful, you can that feels that they can handle money very easily without feeling constricted, without needing to control it. Bless that quality within themselves as well. You can choose and it doesn't need to be specifically related to, for instance, in this case, money. It can be anything that triggers that feeling of abundance, that feeling of ease, that feeling of flow, that feeling of relaxation, if that's what you associate with abundance. For love, the puppy, the kid, you can just bless the love between a child and their animal friends, between two lovers, between two birds, between two animals that are just playing together, between two children, between a mother and a child, or a father and a child. You can just bless anything that makes you feel, that reminds you of connection, of love, of companionship, of whatever love means for you. Qualities, you can look at them, and whatever triggers that feeling in you, just feel the appreciation, feel the love as you open up to that quality. So that's the second type of blessing. The third type of blessing, it's connected to these previous two, and it's just to have an internal attitude of whomever you encounter and interact with for a certain period of time, if you want, for a day, for an hour, for whenever you go outside this next time. You're just having an internal attitude to pay attention to the person outside of you and to what they might want as a blessing, and just as you interact with them, hold that blessing for them. So for it, I'm just going to read something here. This is from a booklet by Charles Leadbeater, which was one of the founders of the Theosophical Society in the United States, I think. And he shares first a quote that he read somewhere, and that quote says, "Knead love into the bread you bake. Wrap strength and courage in the parcel you tie for the woman with the weary face. Hand trust and candor with the coin that you paid to the man with the suspicious eyes." So this is the quote that he wrote, and then he shares, "It's quaint in expression, but lovely in its thought. It's truly the theosophical concept that every connection is an opportunity, and that every man or woman whom we meet, even casually, is a person to be helped. Thus, the student of the good law goes through life distributing blessings all about him or her, doing good unobtrusively everywhere, though often the recipients of the blessing and the help may have no idea whence they came from. In such benefaction, every man and woman can take their share, the poorest as well as the richest. All who can think can send out kindly, helpful thoughts, and no such thought has ever failed or can ever fail while the laws of the universe hold. You may not see the result, but the result is there, and you may not know what fruit may spring from that tiny seed which you sow as you pass along your path of peace and love. And this is a third type of blessing that I wanted to share with you. And it is to live from this intention more and more, if it resonates with you. Start having your attention outward instead of being focused inward and in your self-preoccupation, in your defensive mechanisms, in your thinkings of someone is criticizing me, someone is doing this to me or doing that or wanting this or that from me. Instead of that internal self-preoccupation and getting lost in our mental world while we are moving about the external world, being completely lost in thought, we are present because we are necessarily engaging and feeling the world around us to send our blessings, to see, okay, so this person that is passing me by and has a very close look, I bless you with just a feeling of safety, of feeling loved, of feeling accepted, of feeling not judged. And that person will never know. You have that feeling. Your energy is flowing outwards instead of being closed in, contracted, lost in your own mental machinations of whatever patterns you've used in the past. You see another person, you interact actually with that person, and that person looks a little sad. Okay, just you can imagine them sending a blessing of just feeling present, of feeling confident, of feeling joyful in their life. You can even imagine a sun shining brightly above their head. You can do whatever you want with this, but it is that attitude of, instead of being focused inwardly in our getting lost in our thinking, just being aware, being present, being with the world that we're interacting with the people, with the animals, with the trees, with the flowers, and just sending, not sending because they're not flowing energy, but just holding these beings, these beautiful individuations from source in the most loving, expansive, and just caring light that you can perceive them in. And that's, I think, a beautiful way of living, and it really makes a big shift in your energy from this to this, radiating like a sun. And this is a very fast path to feeling happy as well, because again, you're not lost in your mental preoccupations and you are expanding, focusing outward, being present in the moment, and having kind thoughts, beautiful thoughts, loving thoughts for everything and everyone that come across your path. So I hope this inspires you, that you play with it, that you thoroughly enjoy it, because you are blessing the world as you are blessing yourself as well doing this. You're not even thinking of yourself, and you're the first one receiving the blessing. So again, hope this was useful. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you have any questions. And thank you. Thank you, David, for joining me live. Yeah. And I appreciate you being with me and actually enjoying what I share as well. That's a blessing to me as well. And I hope I see you in the next video. In the meantime, many blessings to you, that you enjoy your day, that you feel confident, that you feel safe, that you feel loved, that you feel appreciated, that you feel cherished, because you are very important. You are unique. You are a blessing just for being yourself here as well. So blessings to you.